Milwaukee's with us now. Hey, guys.
This week, did you hear? We're giving away different school-related goodies every single day. Let's try that. Today, we are giving away the Twooth Timer. That's why I said it like that. It's called the Twooth Timer. It's actually supposed to help your kids brush, you know, for enough time. So you set this little timer. It's 2 minutes, and then they can't stop brushing until the 2 minutes is up, which I think a lot of adults could benefit from as well.
Thank you very much. It's good.
All right, so you bought all the supplies, but how do you make sure your little one is really ready to start the school year? We're going to have other great products for you and your kids. This group of cuties in our studio, we're going to have them coming up.
Well, I gave you my cheap thoughts, my rendition yesterday of the back-to-school shopping routine, and that'll cover you for, you know, your notebooks and your pencils and all that kind of stuff.
But what about getting the kids to school or making sure that they're staying on track at home? Q lifestyle expert Jen Munoz is here today to talk about that, and you brought your lovely kids.
I did. They're going to have fun coloring, so hopefully they'll be on their best behavior for back to school.
Doing a good job down there.
Yeah, so far so good. So the first thing I think that when you're going back to school, you want to make sure everybody gets back into the routine.
Yes, that's so hard because they're so used to staying up a little later in the summers.
So one of the easiest things you can do is to provide some type of schedule so that the kids know what's expected of them at what time, and they can sort of be independent. We have a schedule, I think a photo of an Easy Daisy schedule, which is something that can work very simply for preschoolers all the way on up. And they're able to basically take the items that they need to do and move them to the other side as they accomplish them.
Oh, that's smart.
So
it's all magnetic, dry erase?
Yeah, and it's also, it has not only the verbiage, but also the pictures, so even preschoolers can follow that and really be independent.
Well, and doesn't that actually help them read, too, having that picture with the words so that they're constantly going, oh, okay, that picture means this word.
That's a good point, because this was actually designed by a mom and a teacher.
Right. Smart.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Yeah. So I think another thing is, you know, the two of the most challenging times I think for any of us are getting everybody out the door in the morning and getting them to bed at night.
Brush your teeth.
Yes. So utilizing something like a Twooth Timer where you can have the kids set the timer themselves. It goes for 2 minutes. They know they're brushing the teeth for the right amount of time, and they can be independent on doing that. The good night light is sort of this along those same lines where they see the moon come up, they know it's time to go to bed, they see the sun come up, they know it's time to get up. So
that's helpful.
Yeah. So all of those things are really just tools that help them be self-sufficient and
make it a little more fun.
And it also
you don't
makes
really necessarily need it, but it can really help them.
And I think it helps us when they're responsible for some of the things that need to happen on a daily basis.
Big time, especially if you have, you know, like I have 3 kids, and a lot of people have more kids than that. So if you got a bunch, yeah, anytime you can get a little help, it's a good thing.
So the next items are sort of getting them to have a comfort level with school. So I think anytime you can create consistencies between home and school, it helps them to feel a little better about the scenario. The first thing is the Moon Jar Money Box, which helps kids learn about spending, sharing, and saving. So when they're at school, whether they're in a math class and it's something that they're applying, you know, real life practical application, or, you know, they learn about community giving and
See, this is great because they always talk about having 3 things for when you spend, save, and share. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, this is brilliant. I just had this argument with my son the other day. I just about lost my lid because he just finished spending money on one toy that he'd been wanting for weeks, only to within days moving on to some other toy that he just has to have. I'm like, dude, we are getting 3 cups and we are doing this. So that might just go home with me.
There you go.
Put it in your nice backpack.
This is great. This is great. Okay, cool.
The next thing is, you know, we want our kids to eat healthy. So, and we hope that they make good choices, whether they're at school or at home. For preschoolers, this is a great tool for them to be able to know that they've eaten the appropriate amount of fruits and vegetables. As today I ate a rainbow. So it's a chart, and they basically are putting the colors as they're eating their fruits and vegetables. So it's something that they feel good about, and again, a visual representation of the good food that they're eating. So
good.
The next thing is, you know, we all try to teach our kids about reducing, reusing, and recycling. But this is a great option to be able to show them that we're carrying that out at school. So whether they take a lunch tote with their lunch in it, or their sandwich bags, and the kids are actually coloring on their own little
Let's go check
sandwich
them out.
bags. Yeah. So
you guys don't have to be quiet for this. Let's see. You got sandwich bags here?
yeah.
Very cool.
And it's great to be able to personalize those kind of things for kids too, so that they feel good about bringing them to school.
That's really good.
Yeah, I want to see yours too. What is this?
What do we got over here?
Tell me about it.
What is that? Is that somebody you know? Who's this person? Is that you? No?
No.
Is it me? Did you draw me?
Awesome!
He would have had to draw you with the little dinosaur back.
A harder one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't hurt his hand.
Oh, now you're in
it's gonna
trouble.
be a high five. Oh, very good. Well, you guys
No
keep
five
working on
through.
those sandwich bags. That's great. She's shy. That's okay.
Well, what she
Being
needs
shy
is one of these cool backpacks. I've been
Yeah.
sporting it since the very beginning because it's so cool.
That's how you got so many girls.
Rockin'
in
the
school.
dinosaur.
Look at this thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, these things are flying off the shelves. They're Mad Packs. They're basically, they have them in a variety of different colors and shapes, and there's some with bubbles, and obviously we've got the dino here, which is, you know, the last thing is really just to make it fun for kids. So anything that you can do to help them get to school with something that's a little more fun is a
Right.
really great option, and you can't really have more fun than being a dino,
Oh,
And
right?
what do these
Great.
run?
You know what? Anywhere from like $15 to $60, depending on the size that you're
Size and how
choosing.
big.
Rob's got the full pack. This is a half pack.
Okay.
And then they also have like a lunch sack, and they have a little mini one that you can put like gadgets and things in. So.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, putting some like origami napkins in their lunch. This is my best attempt to make it, which is not very good.
Jen, you're
but
doing a good job on everything.
I try for you guys.
They
I
have
do.
it all designed on there, so you just have to fold along the
It
dotted line.
should be that easy, Rob. You're right.
That's
You
good.
have Scotch tape on this one. That'd be mine too, except to
Go
be
ahead and
duct
call
tape.
me out.
No, it's just great. We're
you know,
good.
these lunchbox love cards are really nice, especially if you have two full-time working parents and you want to be able to put something into their lunchbox or in their book bag or you know, in their under their pillow. They've got all kinds of different notes. Thanks for working so hard. And the last thing is the Mark My Time book timer.
Okay.
That can help keep track of their time when they're reading. And they come in camouflage and animal prints and kind of makes it a little more fun.
So
Very
great
cool.
ideas. We have all the links to all the websites you need to get this stuff. And wait, there's more. There are links to coupon codes so you can save some money to buy some of this stuff at realmilwaukeenow.com. We'll link you right on through.
All right, very good stuff. And it's not pens and paper, but Tony's at a place that can have moms and dads smiling as the year starts for the school. We are out Southside Gardens next.